Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty. Not going to be before you very long. It's pretty late for me, and I just could not go to sleep tonight without speaking on this beautiful drama. And I use the word beautiful as, you know, a joke. The pun is intended with this back and forth with YouTuber Tati and James Charles. I'll be honest with you, I don't follow either one of them. I don't really know a whole lot about any of them. But what I will say, as being a beauty business entrepreneur, and I've seen that James Charles has been in CoverGirl ads and he's gotten really big. He's done work with Kim Kardashian and things like that. I guess he kind of got his comeuppance with the YouTuber Tati, who she's, said how she really helped him out. She and her husband helped him out to really help to build up his YouTube platform, and he, I guess, kind of got a big head. This is what I really want to talk about. I'm not talking about this subject because it's viral and so many people are talking about it right now, but in essence I kind of am. But the only reason why I really wanted to talk on it, if I was not in the industry of beauty, I would not be making a video about this, because that's just not what this channel is about. My channel is about sharing business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment, how I see it, things that I relate to, things that I can connect with, things that are in my life and in my business, and I connect with it in some way, shape, or form. I've been a beauty business entrepreneur for a little over 10 years now at the time of this video. And I can relate with some of the things that has been said by Tati. And being someone, like I said, who is in the industry of beauty, I didn't get any help. I didn't get anyone to help me to come up and to do better and to gain more and to obtain wealth and to, really make the money. I had to do everything on my own. Nothing was given to me. But because I have been blessed over the years to be able to grow my business, to establish a footing, to be able to say, wow, look at what God has done in my life, I want to be able to help other people too. I have done that. And I've done that in the terms of hiring people to work in my business and giving them, opportunities when they did not have any experience, when they did not, know the ins and outs of the industry, and I trained them to do everything that they knew how to do so that they could operate and really build and grow in my business and make great money. I've done that. And then I've also done coaching for people. This is what I will say regarding the situation with Tati. I understand Tati's feelings being hurt. You're on a platform where you have spent a lot of time and you've, maneuvered and you've learned the ins and outs and you've made it work for you. And then you see someone else who is newer, who's maybe struggling a little bit, and you're giving them some help. That's all well and good, but unfortunately, and I see it a lot with people that are in that age range. I'm not saying that's about every millennial, because one of my first employees is a millennial, and if I could clone her, I would, because nobody, and I mean nobody, has come to her level of work ethic and loyalty that she has. But I digress. A lot of people in that age range, in the millennial age range, unfortunately, are not looking at things with grace and with, thankfulness. A lot of it, they feel they deserve it. And so they're not going to really be, show a lot of gratefulness. Now, if you're a millennial watching this and it doesn't apply to you, then let it fly. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Because obviously that's not about every single millennial. But I'm talking about my experiences, okay? And on a lot of experiences that I know of people in the industry, or not even just in the industry, but other entrepreneurs who deal with the same things with some millennials. But anyway, he's not really shown the gratefulness, I guess, to Tati, who really gave him the opportunity to come up. And he may have even outpaced her in growth on YouTube and in opportunities. And she might be feeling some type of way about that. I don't know. But I will say I understand her perspective when it comes to you've helped someone out and then they don't show the gratitude that you feel is deserved. But if she volunteered to do it, she volunteered to do it. So maybe she should have charged him for some coaching. Of course, hindsight is always 20/20. I offer both. I offer people the opportunity to be coached by me, which is an investment. And I also offer opportunities for people, the right people, to work in my business as an employee, which in a way it's sort of an investment, but it's not an out-of-pocket investment. But what I will say is, because it's not an out-of-pocket investment, I do have to have people to sign agreements and non-compete, agreements and employment agreements and, non-disclosure agreements and different things like that. And unfortunately, a lot of people who have signed agreements have decided that, you know what, I'm good. Yeah, you helped me to get to where I am, but I'm not going to abide by this agreement anymore. And I've had people to check me the deuces and minus the pointer finger on their way out. And it hurts. So I understand how Tati feels about the situation, because I guess some things happen and there's been this huge backlash against James Charles, and now she's speaking up because she feels compelled to do it. I don't know if she really truly feels compelled to do it because of all of the backlash that's coming out against him, and she feels like now she feels validated to be able to share it. The people that have done, me dirty in business in this beauty industry, where I always say that the beauty industry is very ugly. And if you subscribe to my podcast on iTunes, the Being Beautifully Honest podcast, I talk a lot about situations like this. Some of the situations that I've encountered, some different situations just in general in the beauty industry. This isn't new for me, so I'm not speaking on this topic on YouTube and doing this video about it simply because it's like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to jump on the bandwagon. That's not what I'm doing. I'm talking about legitimate things that I've experienced, and I know how she feels. I'm going to be doing some more videos in this arena talking about different things like this, because I feel like it needs to be shared. But you just have to be very careful how you come up in any industry, but definitely be careful about how you come up in the beauty industry, because it may be a slow climb, but that fall down is very, very far and very fast. And there are a lot of jagged edges that sometimes people don't survive from the fall. You have to be very careful. I guess he's losing a lot of subscribers now because of the situations that people are talking about and coming out about, and people are, coming out against him now and deciding they don't want to follow him anymore. They don't want to subscribe to him anymore. They don't want to listen to him anymore. You just have to be very careful about how you come up. And in a way, I do feel that Tati is feeling some, what's the word that I want to use? Vindication. Because it sounds like this is stuff that she's had bottled up and pent up for a while now, but she was trying to have dignity and not, act like a scorned woman to just come out and bash the dude when he's growing. You have to let karma do its thing. And it is some vindication in that, to be able to see it for yourself, because you always hear what goes around comes around with situations like that, especially when people have hurt you, but it's not very often that you get to see that karma. And I ain't even gonna lie, there are some times where I'm like, God, you know what? I know that the seeds they planted, they're going to reap a harvest for, but it would be nice to see, those seeds grow in their life and see how they respond to things happening to them that's going to be far worse and far greater than anything that they've ever done to me. So the fact that she's able to see some of these things happening, I know there's got to be some vindication there. I'm not saying she's gloating and that she's saying, good, I'm happy that this is happening to him. I don't even think it's that, because I'll honestly say I'm not looking forward to the people that have hurt me, that I have helped in business, to fall. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not waiting on it, but unfortunately, I know it's going to happen. And it's not because I've prayed for it to happen or I'm wishing for it to happen. That's just life. What you plant is going to grow. So you have to be careful about how you come up. And, I've seen some things that he has said in some Twitter posts that he's done over the years, and just very cocky. Some things are very racist or, stereotypical things that he said. And I feel that he said those things because he felt comfortable in his status, and he just felt like he was above the world, above everything, and nothing could stop him. Yeah, nothing could stop him but himself. The things that he's doing, things that he's done, I should say, is the result of what is happening in his life right now. And it's just the unraveling. That's it. He's done it to himself. So be careful about how you come up. The beauty industry, there's enough for everybody out there, just in business in general, not just in the beauty industry. But I tell people all the time, the beauty industry is very ugly. I'm in the process of writing a book about it now, about my experiences. And I will tell you, I cannot wait until this book is done. Not just so much that I just want to have it published and release it and sell books, but it's just to get it out of my system. The real reason as to why I'm writing the book is to release it from my system. I've already moved on from the hurt and the pain, from the decisions that people made to, in their lives, to come against me or to try to destroy me or to just stab me in the back when, I've helped them. It's just to say, you know what? I have forgiven. I have moved on. And here's my proof, and I'm releasing it, and I'm also sharing to people that you may not have even known that I've gone through these things, or that I was going through some of these things, because I still walked with grace, and I did not seek revenge. I didn't take people to court. I didn't sit and talk about people and call out names. And, there might be some people who might find out about the book later, and, if they feel like I'm writing about them, I don't care. Because I know what's been done to me, and I know who did what they did to me. I'm not writing the book and calling out names, but I am going to talk about situations, and I am going to talk about experiences. And I'm grateful that out of all of the over 10 years that I've been in the beauty industry, that hasn't been the majority. But because I'm a human, and I was doing things, I was operating in business, but I was also doing things out of love and, using a big heart, and I got hurt. It's enough to, have me just share those things and not just say, you know what, forget it. The majority has been great. The majority has been good. The majority has not done those things, so I'm not even going to talk about it. No, I have to release it, because I have to share with people the things that has happened and the things that are going on, because it doesn't just happen to, people like me. It happens to people like Tati, who's, got a major platform, millions of subscribers just on YouTube. So I'm quite sure she has a whole lot of other things going on. That's not to say I'm not successful in my own right. I may not have thousands or millions, I should say, of subscribers on YouTube. I may not be getting, all of the views that she's getting. I may not be getting the, the followers or the comments or whatever. But your girl's doing pretty great in business, because I did all that I'm doing without the help of other people. And the things that I have, gotten help with has been things that I have invested in. It hasn't been because anyone has given me anything. So, yeah. So I just really wanted to talk about that. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section about just the situation as a whole. You might be able to share some things with me that I don't know about. I'm not Team Tati or, down with James. I'm not here to really go hard for anybody, but I'm talking about just the situation in general as a whole, and coming from my beauty business and beauty industry perspective as an entrepreneur in this game. I wanted to share my thoughts about it because I know what it feels like to help somebody and then to be hurt by them, especially in business, and especially when you did it from your heart and you did not charge them anything and you didn't ask for anything in return. That's even the worst, because I will say, even though I have coached people and even though I have hired people in my business and given them opportunities and given them jobs, anyone that knows me and knows my business and knows what I was paying percentage wise always said, Elizabeth, you're paying way too much. You're paying way more than the industry standard. So that has been my thing. I've given and given and given, and unfortunately, similar to the James and Tati situation, people start making all of this money and then they start getting a bigger and bigger head. So that thing about, paying people more money, yeah, I believe people deserve to get paid a really great wage. I believe that people should be able to afford to pay their bills and live a nice lifestyle as well and not be struggling. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But unfortunately, I will say that there are a lot of people that don't really want to work for it and they just want to have it given to them. And then when they start getting it, they want more and they get greedy and they get a bigger head. And then they start feeling like, well, you know what? I'm good without you. I don't need you. I can do this on my own. And, like I said, chuck you the deuces and minus the pointer finger on their way out. And then they might have a knife to, stab you in the back on the way out as well. So they leave you bleeding and leave you, to bleed out as they walk out the door and like, yeah, it's time to live it up. I got it. I'm good. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So I would love, again, leave me your comments and let me know how you feel about the entire situation or just anything that I've said in this video. Let me know if you relate to it, resonate with it, anyone in similar situations. Let's just get into a discussion about it. And again, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And until the next time, I hope you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day or night whenever you're watching this. And until the next video, take care.